بكم إذ كنتم أعداء فألف بين قلوبكم فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا وكنتم على شفا حفرة من النار فأنقذكم منها كذلك يبين الله لكم آياته لعلكم تهتدون صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. We will now see a short video of the OIC journey through the decades.
Unity is the key to our progress and success. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation was established in 1969, and its current membership has expanded to 57 and is today the second largest intergovernmental organization after the United Nations. The OIC serves as the collective voice of the Muslim world and works to safeguard and protect the interests of Muslims worldwide in the spirit of promoting international peace and harmony. OIC quarter of the world's population. The core focus of OIC revolves around preserving Islamic values while safeguarding the sovereignty and independence of member states, resulting in an unequivocal contribution to international peace and security. OIC's achievements are a testament to the success of our unity. The Palestinian people have suffered decades of foreign occupation and brutal repression. The OIC has always supported the legitimate rights of the people of Palestine. Owing to strong support by the OIC, Palestine was admitted to UNESCO as a full member in 2011 and declared an observer state by United Nations in 2012. A contact group on the Jammu and Kashmir conflict was established in 1994, which actively meets alongside OIC ministerial sessions. The OIC undeniably supports a peaceful resolution of the Kashmir dispute, in line with UN Security Council's resolutions. OIC contributed greatly to amplify Bosnia's voice in the Security Council. OIC has played a key role in providing humanitarian assistance across the Muslim world through its subsidiary bodies. As recently as December 2021, an extraordinary session was convened of OIC Council of Foreign Ministers to address deteriorating humanitarian situation in Afghanistan. OIC has unlocked an enabling environment for the economic development of all member states through an institutional infrastructure that allows us to forge robust commercial ties. To reiterate Pakistan's commitment towards technology and modernity, the Secretariat for Comstech of the OIC is situated here in Pakistan. The OIC adopted a 10-year action plan to combat Islamophobia and extremism in 2005. It established the Islamophobia Observatory to monitor and address global anti-Muslim sentiments. At the 47th session of OIC Council of Foreign Ministers in Niger in 2020, March 15th was unanimously adopted as the International Day to Combat Islamophobia through a resolution tabled by Pakistan. Pakistan led the OIC initiative to secure adoption of a landmark resolution by the United Nations General Assembly to designate 15th March as the International Day to Combat Islamophobia. This resolution was adopted with the unanimous approval of UNGA on 15th March 2022. Being a strong proponent of human rights, the OIC established the Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission, IPHRC, in 2011. This commission focuses on the rights of women and children while advocating the right to education and development, with a special emphasis on human rights education. Its goal is to counter Islamophobia and draw global attention to the rights of Muslim minorities. The human rights situation in Palestine is one of its serious concerns. The 8th OIC Ministerial Conference on Women adopted an important resolution on the protection and empowerment of women. Pakistan is one of the founding members of the OIC and has played an active role in the organization since its inception. Pakistan has a proud history of hosting major OIC events, including summits and Council of Foreign Ministers (CFM) meetings. Pakistan's primary focus is on unity, brotherhood, and prosperity of the Muslim Ummah. Pakistan is proud to host the 48th session of the OIC CFM in partnering for unity, justice, and development. We welcome you all to Pakistan. Allahu Akbar.
Excellencies, I will now invite His Excellency Hasumi Masudo, Chair of the 47th session of the OIC Council of Foreign Ministers, to commence the formal proceedings of the session.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Que la paix et la bénédiction d'Allah soient sur les plus nobles de tous les messagers, le prophète Mohammed, ainsi que sa famille et ses honorables compagnons. Excellences, honorables participants, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Avec l'aide d'Allah, nous déclarons
with the assistance of God, we declare open the 48th session of the Council of Foreign Ministers of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. May I be allowed, Excellency, to take the floor from the podium for a brief intervention. In the name of God, most merciful, most compassionate, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the ministers, honorable ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. Allow me first of all to address my sincere gratitude to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz bin Al Saud, for his sustained support to our organization and towards all the goodwill extended to us in terms of achieving certain attainments during our chairmanship, and that they continue to working for the benefit of our Ummah. Our congratulations go to His Excellency Mr. Sheikh Mohammed Qureshi, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan and Chairman of the 48th session of CFM, and for the goodwill and good measures taken for the success of this session. Allow me also to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to His Excellency Hussein Ibrahim Taha for his election, to the post of Secretary General of the OIC. May Allah guide you on and accompany you in your tasks. The goals and our history are well known. I'd like to express congratulations to the Secretary General and the other colleagues who accompanied us in our plans against COVID-19. It is within this context that our session, whose theme is establishing a partnership for unity, justice and development.
Peut-il avoir plus noble idéal que de bâtir un partenariat?
How could we have a more noble goal than vanquishing poverty and ensuring stability in our countries, in the Ummah? This theme translates our will and determination, for there cannot be a partnership without equity, without justice, and the respect of these values are conducive to development. This is to underline the importance of this theme of our organization and of this session. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the ministers, the 47th session of the Council of Foreign Ministers that was held in Niamey under the chairmanship of the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation, Mr. Gala Konkoro, adopted a number of resolutions, some of which have been translated through activities over the past 2 years of our chairmanship. Our chairmanship has, of course, been marked by the pandemic of COVID-19. Allow me, however, to share a number of these achievements. As a matter of fact, Niger held a number of seminars, both in person and online, that brought together a number of experts. In person, we held seminars on the challenges facing our Ummah in the combat against extremism and fanaticism in Africa, particularly within the youth framework. This has allowed us to exchange with youth views and take necessary measures for the benefit of the youth. We have also held 2 meetings, one regarding the contact group on Jammu and Kashmir, of which Niger is a member, and extended its support to the pertinent resolution of the OIC and of the Security Council of the United Nations. The second took place on the Al-Quds Sharif. I wish to underline our belonging to this committee and our consistent support to the Palestinian cause until they achieve their full fundamental rights. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, during our chairmanship we have conducted discussions and a number of intergovernmental activities. The text adopted will be submitted for your consideration. I have in mind the rules of procedure on the meetings of the CFM and draft resolution of 47, draft resolution of rules of procedure for the contact groups, subject of the resolution 4/48, concerning the rules of procedure governing the action of the non-member states of the OIC. It has been discussed and will need further re-examination by experts. A number of discussions that we have undertaken with the expert groups have not been followed with positive results. Therefore, there is a need for enrichment and consensus. Concerning the encounter between the experts on violent extremism that we have carried out in collaboration with the General Secretariat without positive results. I wish to underline here that you have here an important opportunity to carry out and continue these discussions. Once again, I'd like to express thanks to you for your support for the achievement of the ambitions of the OIC in the Sahel region. This initiative will allow us to take into consideration the program of this part of the Ummah. On a different plan, I would like to encourage you for the pertinent views expressed during the brainstorming session. These exercises must continue to improve the forward march of our organization. In this fact, we need to continue to consider the possibilities available for proceeding to rotation of members similar to the Security Council, and to also put an end to the committee group. And I would like to thank again the authorities of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan for their efforts for the success of this session. Wassalamu alaikum.
Je vous remercie. Donc, je voudrais profiter pour proclamer la composition des membres du bureau de la 48e session.
Announce the composition of the committee as follows for the 48th session. Chairman, Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Vice Chairman, State of Palestine, Republic of Cameroon, and Republic of Yemen. and then as Rapporteur, Republic of Niger. Therefore, I would like to invite the Minister of the Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan to come and take the succession of our chairmanship.